Recently, we made a story on Pardeji and Udan. We explained what was happening with the court battle and stuff like that. And from that one single article, we sourced over 70 Ditto. Just to give you an example of what content can do for you, right? So this is one of our more popular stories. We wrote a story on the Zomato IPO. We had close to 250,000 reads in one day. Now you'd say, oh, well, YouTubers get 1 million views. But there's a small difference here. See, when people are reading the content, if you had to make a plug, let's suppose I had to just say, check out Ditto, it's immediate. For instance, I'm reading the content and I see a plug to Ditto and I can click on it. With say something like YouTube or Instagram, etc. There's a small barrier, and that small barrier you may think would not account for much, but it does. In fact, just to give you a context, if we had to work with an influencer, say a massive influencer with substantial reach, they probably with a single post would fetch us, say, 40 or 50 leads, something like that, right? Throughout the course of the entire engagement. Recently, we made a story on Pardeji and Udan. We explained what was happening with the court battle and stuff like that. And from that one single article, we sourced over 70 leads for Ditto. If we're talking about conversions, etc., the cost of acquiring a single customer, those 70 leads, would far exceed, I would say, 5 lakhs. And that's just the number I'm throwing out. It would probably exceed 10 lakhs as well. Now, there's another thing that we do very actively. We, this infographic post, for instance, moments that defined Sundar Pichai. I think it went viral and we got about 170,000 likes. And we increased our social media following base by about 30K followers. Now, here's what happens. When people go on Finshots, they also see content about Ditto, etc. So these 30,000 followers at some point in their time, life cycle, will probably see some content directed around Ditto. So they'll come to us back again. And at some point, they'll probably check out Ditto. Now, all of this adds immense value. And there are very few companies that actually do this. If I had to sort of pick examples, the only example that I can think of is probably the Good Gland Group. I don't know if you know of them. Popexo, the Scoopoo, right? So they acquired these companies and they're building a content engine and they've seen similar effect. Whereas we went the opposite road where we built Finshots over a period of, let's say, 2 years. And then we pivoted to our commerce model, which is Ditto. The bottom line is that this can be a very, very inexpensive way for you to source high quality leads. Finshots isn't for everybody. It's for a very specific niche of people. I mean, we want to be for everybody, but we've come to realize that very small subsection of people appreciate the content that we put out.